Well, my friends, I've made it back to India, and this is not an Indian young man, but the Americans are coming to have a little fun in India, the chaos, the crazy. How are you enjoying yourself?
It's great so far.
Great so far.
Just gotten here a couple of days ago and trying to get used to things.
Loving the traffic, I'm sure.
Traffic is a bit different, a bit chaotic.
So let's get to the point of why we're here. QualiChem is behind us. And what we're trying to do here today is let the Indians know, the whole market know, because you guys are thriving in manufacturing right now. In fact, I read a study from number 12 in the world to number 6 or number 5 in the world. So kudos to you, first of all. But secondly, we want you to have the best products. We want you to have the best success. And QualiChem, coming from the US, can support you with that. One thing I've learned about the importance of coolant is that it touches everything in your shop. So Michael and I are here today to talk a little bit about QualiChem, what they can do for you, and that they're looking for distributors and partnerships. So Michael, let's talk a little bit more about what you're trying to create.
Well, we're trying to create partnerships, and we're trying to penetrate a brand new market for QualiChem. We've not been here before. We're brand new. This is our first show in India, and so we want to make a big splash. We want to develop partnerships. We want to move forward with penetrating the marketplaces such as the aerospace market, which is really growing here in India. And as you stated, going from 12 to 6, this is going to be one of the biggest marketplaces for metalworking in the world, and we want to be part of it with QualiChem.
So let's take this conversation in two directions, or two pieces of the conversation, and talk to the end users out there and talk to potential partners out there. We'll start with the partners first.
Sure.
About what QualiChem brings to the situation that can allow them success in their distributorship to support all the clients across India. What do you bring to them?
Well, we bring the same mentality that we've brought with all of our distributors on a global basis. Effectively, what that means is that we want long-term relationships. We want to partner with them to provide solutions to their customers with the best products, the best solutions, and eliminate all the problems that their customers are having with metalworking fluids. And it's really all about developing those relationships and making sure they feel confident that when they go out and sell a QualiChem product, somebody else isn't going to come in and steal that for a nickel less a gallon, or provide more solutions to them in solutions for metalworking fluids. So it's really all about delivering value.
And you do that. In fact, I see some of your Malaysian colleagues around us right now. I've interviewed your German colleague, and everyone seems really happy with the partnerships. So if you're looking for a quality partner out there, give QualiChem a look, have a discussion. Now let's talk to the end users out there. What does QualiChem bring to their factory that can help them do better? Now, to be fair, I've done a few of these testimonials with you, and I personally know the successes that come from having low quality coolant versus the success that comes with finished parts, longer tooling, better machine life, no secondary operations. I mean, the list goes on and on about why to invest in quality coolant. So let's talk QualiChem when it comes to that quality.
Well, you just stated it so eloquently, and that is we want to bring every one of those benefits to the market in India. We've had some competitors come by and said, you know what, we welcome you, because they need more quality perspective here in India, and QualiChem brings that. We want to bring the solutions, we want to bring the products, and we want to bring the services associated with our products to the Indian market and help the Indian market flourish and continue to grow up that ladder from 12 to 6 to eventually a lower number than that.
Let's close this out by talking a little bit about service, a little bit about education, because you guys have done an amazing job throughout the US and even abroad as we've continued to talk about Germany and some of these other places.
Sure.
But I would make the discussion that if I'm an uneducated machinist, it doesn't matter what coolant I'm using, I'm going to do the same poor job that I've done on my last coolant. And I was that machinist that let my chips build up, that never cleaned it out, that never took the measuring stick and figured out what my level of coolant versus water, or I'm sorry guys, I was young, I was immature, I didn't know, I just didn't know, but I know now. So what kind of service and support do you bring to a brand new market to allow them to be educated on that importance and be able to utilize QualiChem to its highest ability?
Well, it starts with training, it starts with the resources that we put on the ground and our partners that help support those customers. All of that as a team going in and educating the customers on what you just described. You were uneducated at the time. So once you became educated, you knew how to address all of those issues that you were having. to do a better job of controlling your coolants. And we've done a great job of training our distributors. We're putting feet on the street to help support those distributors, to train them. And we're going to continue to support our customers in India, just like we support them in the US, Europe, and the rest of Southeast Asia.
The last thing we need to do before we close this out is just drop a website, or how these folks that are really interested in working with you, how can they best reach you? Don't give them your home address. It's a long trip back to the US, but let's do something where they can find you pretty easily.
Well, you can find us at our standard QualiChem.com worldwide web address. And we're running the business here in India out of our current entity in the US. So everybody there is reporting up to me, and with our marketing team, we'll get all the right resources put together and addressing whatever customer issues or distributor issues that we need to.
Absolutely, well said, my friend. It's always a pleasure. Should we go get some curry now?
Oh, sounds great.
Awesome, let's do it.